Hello, this is JR from JR's Cards. Some stuff. I haven't really been buying much lately. I've been trying to save some money. I've picked up a few things over the last few weeks. It's my first video in a while. Lots of low-end stuff. And yeah, that's really all I got. Start showing off some of the stuff I have. Some eBay pickups, some vintage eBay pickups. Got this Eddie Matthews 74 Tops manager card. We got Reggie Jackson and Willie Stargell. Raleigh Fingers. Also, I'm testing out a new camera, so I'll be messing around with the camera and stuff like that. Just make sure everything looks good. Phil Necro. Got all these off eBay. About $1, $2 a piece. Willie McCovey. Tom Seaver League Leaders card. Home Run Leaders. Mike Schmidt. Goose Gossage Leaders card. Which look really close. Guess the camera doesn't do too well with that. It's creased in there. 77 Tops. Gary Carter. Dennis Eckersley. Jim Palmer. 78 Tops. Gary Carter. Rod Carew. Dennis Eckersley. And Brooks Robinson. So that's all off eBay. I won some stuff on the Missouri Card on his YouTube page. Won a few packs of Donruss, 2016 Donruss football. Some of the better cards in there. Let's see. Marcus. I say his last name wrong every time. Mariota. Got this Joe Montana. Andrew Luck. I don't know too much about these. Production line. Khalil Mack. Nice little Bo Jackson. Another production line card. Doug Martin. They're not numbered or anything. No key rookies in those packs. Got the Odell Beckham Jr. production line card. And then another set of cards I won. Juan Soto rookie card. And this second year Cup card, Mike Trout, Topps Chrome. All right. Went to the card shop last week. Picked up some stuff. This all came out of the, it's like a 50-cent bin. 93 Upper Deck Nolan Ryan. SP Authentic Derek Jeter. Frank Thomas. Guess I don't know what year this is. Ultra Mark McGuire. Some sort of insert. Looks like 2000. Sports Illustrated Derek Jeter insert. Nolan Ryan on deck insert card. 2001 Upper Deck Cal Ripken insert card. 94 Bowman's Best Frank Thomas and Dimitri Young. Frank Thomas silver signature card. Studio Silhouettes, Frank Thomas. I don't know what year. That's a 94, I believe. Some of the inserts from 93 Leaf. Picked up quite a bit of Frank Thomas cards for 50 cents a piece. I think this is Clutch Performers, 93 Upper Deck. 94 Flair, Infield Power. Oh, my camera's messing around. Frank Thomas, so I can get it straight, and I'm not quite used to working this camera. Of course, these are a dime a dozen. I say that, I paid 50 cents for this one. Sammy Sosa rookie card. Nice Cal Ripken. 93 Leaf All-Stars, Barry Bonds. And on the back side, Kirby Puckett. This was not part of the 50 cent bin. An Ichiro Suzuki SP Authentic rookie card, 2001. Another one, $3. Max Scherzer rookie card, Upper Deck Gaudy. And then some 93 Finest. 93 Finest Frank Thomas. And a 93 Finest Nolan Ryan. So a lot of 90 stuff in there. Also at the card shop, these aren't considered vintage, but some older cards. 81 Donruss Steve Carlton. 81 Fleer. Was that 82? That's 82 Fleer. 81 Fleer Tom Seaver. Just picking these up because I don't have much stuff from the early 80s. 82 Donruss Johnny Bench. 82 Donruss Steve Carlton. For some reason, the bin was filled with Steve Carlton cards. 82 Topps League Leaders, Nolan Ryan. 83 Donruss Tom Seaver. These are what, 85 Fleer? Oh, I'm sorry, these are 83 Fleer. Rod Carew. Carl Yaz. Tom Seaver. Steve Carlton. Doubled up on the Steve Carlton on accident. 84 Donruss Steve Carlton. 84 Fleer Nolan Ryan. Which I think is not too bad for 50 cents. 84 Fleer Reggie Jackson. 84 Fleer Rod Carew. 84 Fleer Robin Yount. 84 Fleer Steve Carlton. 84 Topps League Leaders Nolan Ryan, Steve Carlton, and the first time I've ever seen Gaylord Perry on a card in a Royals uniform. And then 86 Donruss Nolan Ryan. So I got all those for about 50 cents a piece, which is not too good of a deal on those older cards. I just don't have any of them, and well, it beats buying them at 50 cents a piece instead of getting them shipped to me. Then there was a card show at one of the casinos around here that just popped up, and I went to it, and it was pretty small, not a lot going on. I know nothing about basketball. I picked up a few of these Kareem Abdul-Jabbar cards, and it looked from what I researched, and they're supposed to be like together, you know, like a full-length card with two other players on it, I believe. But these have been cut out, or it looks like it's perforated there. And it's hard to see. Test out this camera here. It doesn't do very good on close-ups. But I picked up 4 different ones. And like I said, to my knowledge, from what I can look, these aren't worth very much at all. But I thought they were neat. They're in like a little half-price bin. They're around $1 a piece. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those as of yet. Especially when I found out they weren't like real real cards or whatnot. And then at the card show, I only spent money at one booth. It was a lot of high-end stuff, and I can't afford all that stuff. So these were five for $1. St. Greinke Heritage. Chris Bryant, what's that? 2018 Heritage? I believe that's 18. This classic card here, 91 Fleer Provisions, Mark McGuire. In a horrible sleeve. I haven't. I'm out of sleeves and top loaders, so I normally like to show everything off when it's all like in fresh sleeves and top loaders. But I still need to pick some up. This Barry Larkin Prism, and now that I'm seeing it here at home, there's a lot of. Looks like it was stuck. It's stuck at some point. So some black stuff there. So I probably will not keep this card. You know, I don't get my cards graded, but at the same time, even the cheap ones, when I put them in my binder, I want them to look pretty good. I never noticed that the first time through. Anyway, it's a nice Barry Larkin card if it wasn't all messed up. Randy Johnson, Topps Gold, 94 Topps Gold. This camera is really blurry. So I don't know if this camera is going to work out for me. I've been using my phone. I don't have much space on my phone to keep doing videos, so I thought I would try this little camera that I got for free. Maybe it does a good enough job. I don't know. But from what I'm looking at, it looks really blurry. We'll keep going. Aaron Nola rookie card. I mean, any rookie card for $1, I think, is a pretty good deal if it's an all-star player. And it's going to sound horrible. I cannot remember if this was the guy that started the all-star game this year for the National League. I could be totally wrong and thinking of someone else. I probably need to look it up so I know for sure. But just in case it was, I got it for $1. Old Barry Bonds Ultra, I think it's 93 Ultra. So as you can see, I really pick up a lot of 90s inserts, even low end, because that's, you know, the time I was growing up, that's what I wanted, and couldn't afford them then. Now, you know, the $1 and 50 cents a piece, I'll take them. Greg Maddux, Team 2000. And this 2018 Miguel Cabrera Heritage. I think that's a regular one. I don't think that's any variation. I don't know without looking it up. Some more 90s stuff. Don Mattingly, Then and Now. These, I definitely want to pick up more. I think the only ones I have now is this one. I think I have Ripken. I think that's the only two I got. So I'd definitely be interested in picking up some more of the stars and the Hall of Famers of those. Some sort of Pacific Cal Ripken. I don't think this is an insert. I think this is regular base, but it looks cool. It's going to look cool in the binder. I've never seen this one before. It's 96 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. Game Face. And I'll buy Griffey's I don't have all day for $1 a piece. There's Nolan Ryan on deck. Did I just show one of these? If I did, that means I have two of them. And I do. So apparently, in a 2-week span, I picked up two of these. One for 50 cents, one for $1. Actually, I think these were 5 for $1. So this one actually, I think, looks better than the one I paid 50 cents for. So that's up for trade, or I'll probably end up selling. Of course, Frank Thomas insert. This is 95 Leaf. 83 Topps Rod Carew. Once again, I don't have much of anything between 81 and 85. 86, I'm bombarded with in my binders. And then, you know, from 1980 and under, I don't put those in binders. All my vintage goes in top loaders, which I might have to change because top loaders are expensive. I might have to figure out a new system. 83 Topps Tim Raines. Nice Montreal Expos uniform. On my screen that I'm looking at, you can hardly tell. Can't really get a good look at that uniform. So I'm hoping this comes out better once it's out there. And then he had this for $10, and I don't have this card. So I think that's a pretty fair price, I think, for Jeter rookie. I've never really looked into Jeter rookie cards. My original collection from a kid had quite a bit of Jeter rookies, but I'm sure they were in god-awful shape. I think most of my childhood cards were in pretty awful shape because I kept changing how I wanted to display them, how I wanted to do them. One box to another, one binder to another, to another. It was only there in the late 90s when I quit moving stuff around. So I think this looks pretty good. I think it's slightly off center, which I don't know too much about grading 90s cards. I've never sent any in. I don't know if centering is kind of a tougher subject than on vintage. There's like a billion of every baseball card in the 90s. So I don't see any flaws with it at all. So I think it's a little off center. So I don't know if it's worth sending in or not. So I probably won't. I plan on sending stuff in all together probably in the next few months. Maybe pick out the 10 best cards I think we'll get a good grade. And I have to investigate what the PSA 10s look like, what PSA 9s look like. And it's hard to see too because all these cards are in horrible top loaders, just junked up. And I think that is all I've accumulated over the month. Between 50-cent, quarter stuff. I think that's it. So thanks for watching. I plan on being more active. I just really haven't been down, especially when you don't have the money. You're just kind of like not really 100% into it. Kind of take a little break just to save some money. And I've done a lot of organizing and stuff like that, hence why I'm out of top loaders and sleeves. So I really like the finest cards, though. I think I'd like to, I don't want to say collect the set, but definitely get all the Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers out of it. I'm not big on set building or keeping the commons, just because I don't have the space. I live in a tiny house. I don't have the space to load up. But I do like to display them, and I think finest would look really good in some binders if I can feel comfortable with more expensive cards being in there. I say expensive; these aren't worth a whole lot, but your Nolan Ryan and your Cal Ripken have a little bit more of a premium in this set. Oh, I did get one more thing. This Kelvin Ferreira bobblehead was given to me from someone at my work who I'd done some favors for him and helped him out on some things. And he brought this in and said I could have it. And I have a few bobbleheads, not a lot, but I collect physically anything Royals. I don't buy a lot of the stuff, but anytime I come across it really super cheap or can trade for it, of course, one of many ex-Royals players that were here for a small time frame. Really good while he was here. Fix this camera a little bit. And yeah, I'm always happy to take something like this. I have a kind of a shelf full of Royals McFarlane figures and bobbleheads and stadium giveaways. So I do like that stuff. I really don't buy a lot of it. Bobbleheads around here go for $25-$30 each at the card shop, and I'm just not interested in buying them. And I've accumulated a few by going to the games, but you have to get there early. And when the Royals were winning in 2014 and 15, Man, people were waiting outside that line to get those bobbleheads. Now, not so much. You know, it's kind of crazy how a team can, be losing a lot, and all of a sudden, people aren't getting the free stuff like they used to. And then I went to one game where they give out the Moustakis bobblehead, and here, I'll grab it real quick. And I was at the game, and me and my wife both got it. Got the Moustakis bobblehead, which I'll show you. And I jumped up on eBay right away, while at the game, and people were just taking a picture of it there at the game and throwing it on eBay for like 50, 60 bucks. So we took my wife's as soon as we got home, and I think we sold it for 60, which was the price of the game. So, I wanted to keep one. Man, I wanted to sell it too, though, because now I don't think this would go for 60 now that the team is slowed down. Moustakis is no longer a Royal. Part of me is like, I should have just sold it for 60, but I like having this stuff on my shelf. And if my shelf was in better shape right now, I would throw it up on camera. So anyway, that's it for this round. I know I have more stuff coming, and I'll be putting up a few more videos and being a little bit more consistent. All right, thanks for watching.